So one of the most important parts about a fertility program is selecting the right kind of fertilizer. That can often be based on what are the goals of your fertilizer program and what kind of plant material are you fertilizing. Turf is going to be very different from woody plants because woody plants may not need as much nitrogen in particular. So you're going to look at the bag, you're going to determine what rates are available in that particular package. Oftentimes, for trees and shrubs, you're going to see it's not a very high rate of nitrogen. It just depends on if it's an organic or inorganic form, and we talk about that in a different part of this series. In this case, it's a 19-8-10, and this is often used for trees and shrubs. Sometimes people will also use 10-10-10s, and that's very easy to use, but that may not really meet the prescription that you're trying to follow for your fertilizer. This is a turfgrass fertilizer, and you can see that it's 29-3-4, so it has a very high concentration of nitrogen in that package. So once we know what kind of fertilizer we're going to use, we need to calculate how much do we need to apply based on the rate. And the rate should come from the soil test that you conducted prior to doing your fertility program. So in this case, from our soil test, we determined that we need 2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. And I've chosen a 20-0-0 fertilizer based on just it being kind of easy to do an example for calculations. So in this case, how much do we need? So in order to determine that, we take the rate from our soil test, divide it by the percent of nitrogen in that fertilizer expressed as a decimal, and we arrive at 10 pounds of fertilizer per 1,000 square feet to get that rate from our soil test. From that, then, we need to calculate what area do we have. And this is really just basic geometry. Is it a square? Is it a rectangle? Can you separate a lawn, which probably is irregular shaped, into smaller, more calculatable pieces, for example, triangles, circles, squares? In this case, because I'm going to be talking about fertilizing woody plants, I've got the drip zone indicated for this particular tree. And you'll see the drip zone of this particular tree is 20 feet across. And so the area of that is calculated for the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. And so we come up with the radius being, remember, half of the diameter. So the area for this particular circle is 314 square feet. So from that, then, we have to calculate how much actual fertilizer we would need to put in the truck to take to do this particular project. And you can see we base it on the square foot area, and we kind of set up a ratio where we're using the rate we calculated in the first step. And so you'll see we need about 3 pounds of fertilizer to fertilize this particular drip zone in this case.